It may sound surprising, but many men over 50 are drinking water incorrectly for their sexual health, the wrong timing, amounts, and even types. This oversight can negatively impact circulation, energy, and erections. This discussion will explain water's crucial role in sexual function and how dehydration gradually diminishes performance. You'll learn the precise way to drink water to support strong, lasting erections after 50. By understanding these principles, you'll see why water is an often underestimated performance enhancer. Let's start with something simple but so often overlooked. An erection is, at its core, a hydraulic event. Think about it, just like a garden hose needs water pressure to work. Your erectile tissue needs a steady, powerful flow of blood to fill it, expand it, and keep it firm. And here's the key point. Your blood is mostly water. Without enough water in your system, your blood volume drops, circulation slows, and that perfect pressure you need for a full erection is compromised. It's not just a theory. I see it in my patients all the time. Men who are even mildly dehydrated often describe their erections as weaker, slower to build, or quick to fade. When you're dehydrated, your body enters a survival mode, prioritizing vital organs like the brain and heart with its limited blood supply. Unfortunately, the penis is not considered a priority in this scenario. Even if you're mentally aroused, your body might struggle to send enough blood to achieve and maintain an erection. Furthermore, dehydrated cells can deplete your energy, directly reducing your desire. There's also another underlying problem. Dehydration thickens your blood. Imagine pouring water through a straw easy right now. Imagine trying to push syrup through that same straw. Thicker blood has a harder time traveling quickly through your arteries, especially the smaller ones that supply the penis. And here's where age adds another challenge. After 50, blood vessels tend to be less flexible due to natural changes in collagen, nitric oxide production, and possible plaque buildup. So if your arteries are already a little stiff, the last thing you need is sluggish, sticky blood making its way through them. The result: you may notice erections that feel halfway there, ones that take more effort to achieve, or ones that disappear before you're ready. It's not necessarily a hormone problem or a mental block. Sometimes it's as basic as your body trying to run a hydraulic system with not enough fluid in the pipes. And the beautiful part: this is one of the easiest issues to fix. Once you know how, now you might be thinking, all right, I've got it. I'll just drink more water. And while that's a good instinct, here's the surprising truth. Most men don't just underdrink water, they also drink it the wrong way. Yes, there is such a thing. One of the biggest mistakes I see is the panic chug. Consuming a large amount of water rapidly, particularly before intimacy, can be counterproductive. This sudden intake can dilute blood sodium levels too quickly, leading to hyponatremia. Symptoms of this condition include bloating, headaches, dizziness, and muscle weakness. Furthermore, this excessive fluid puts undue strain on the bladder, diverting focus from intimacy to the urge to urinate, which is not the desired performance enhancement. Another common error is what I call the desert and flood cycle. This happens when you go for hours without drinking anything, letting yourself dry out like a plant in the sun, and then try to make up for it in the evening with several glasses at once. The problem is that your body thrives on consistency. Your cells, your blood vessels, and yes, your erectile tissue all do best when they're steadily hydrated throughout the day. The big floods followed by long droughts keep your system swinging from one extreme to another, which is hard on your kidneys, your heart, and your circulation. And here's something most people don't realize. Waiting until you feel thirsty to drink water means you're already behind, as thirst is a lagging indicator. By the time your brain signals thirst, your body is likely in a mild state of dehydration, which can slow blood flow and reduce the full capacity of erectile tissue. For optimal sexual health, simply relying on thirst isn't enough, especially if you're over 50. At this age, your body is less efficient at conserving and distributing water, making you more susceptible to the faster and more severe effects of dehydration on your performance. The key isn't just to drink more water, but to adopt a more strategic approach. It's smarter water, drinking at the right times in the right amounts, so your system always has what it needs for both everyday function and intimate moments. Here's what I recommend for my patients, and honestly, it's so simple. You might be tempted to dismiss it, but don't. The first thing I tell them is to start the morning with a tall glass of water, and I mean tall, at least 300 to 400 milliliters within 20 minutes of waking up. Think about what your body's been doing all night. You've been breathing, sweating lightly, and filtering waste through your kidneys for 7 to 8 hours without taking in a single drop of fluid. You wake up in a mild dehydration state, whether you feel it or not, that morning. Glass acts like the first flush of the day for your system. It rehydrates your cells, wakes up your blood vessels. and signals your kidneys to start efficiently clearing out toxins that build up overnight. And because erections rely on healthy circulation, this early rehydration is like priming a pump before you run it. If you want to make that morning glass even more powerful for vascular health, I recommend adding a small pinch, not a heap of pink Himalayan salt, and the juice of half a fresh lemon. The combination of salt and lemon offers more than just flavor. The natural minerals in salt, such as magnesium and potassium, are vital for restoring electrolyte balance. This balance is crucial for proper muscle contraction and nerve function, including the smooth muscles in your arteries that facilitate blood flow into the penis. Lemon provides vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that helps prevent nitric oxide from breaking down too quickly in your bloodstream. Nitric oxide, a gas produced by the body, relaxes blood vessels and allows them to widen. Protecting it leads to stronger, longer-lasting erections. The strategy then shifts to what is called the steady drip. Instead of consuming large amounts of water a couple of times a day, aim to sip smaller quantities, approximately half a glass every 45 to 60 minutes. Think of this like keeping your garden hose under consistent pressure rather than turning it off for hours and then blasting it on full force. That slow, steady hydration keeps blood volume optimal, prevents the sluggishness that comes with mild dehydration, and allows your cardiovascular system to function at its best all day long. This is particularly important if you're planning on any physical activity, and yes, intimacy absolutely counts as physical activity. Well-hydrated muscles, including your pelvic floor muscles, don't just perform better, they recover faster too. And the pelvic floor is critical in intimacy. It's what controls the firmness of your erection, your ability to sustain it, and the force of your climax if those muscles are tired, tight, or underhydrated. To avoid performance issues, a helpful tip for male patients is to maintain consistent hydration throughout the day if intimacy is planned for the evening. However, it's recommended to stop consuming large quantities of fluids approximately 45 minutes beforehand. This allows the body sufficient time to process the last intake, preventing the distraction of a full bladder when things become intimate. This approach ensures you still benefit from well-hydrated blood vessels and responsive muscles without an awkward pause for a bathroom trip. While blood flow is crucial, hydration's role in sexual health extends to hormones and nerve signaling. Testosterone production, for example, is a complex process significantly reliant on healthy kidney and adrenal gland function. The kidneys filter your blood, maintain electrolyte balance, and regulate fluid levels in a way that directly supports hormonal stability. The adrenal glands, which sit just above the kidneys, are partly responsible for producing testosterone precursors. When your body is low on water, both systems have to work harder to keep you alive. Elevated cortisol, our primary stress hormone, negatively impacts testosterone production. This is because high cortisol levels suppress testosterone, which can lead to decreased libido, energy, and overall sexual performance over time. Beyond hormonal influences, nerve function is crucial for erections. It's not just about blood flow. It involves a precise sequence of rapid, strong, and coordinated signals traveling from the brain, down the spinal cord, through the pelvic nerves, and into the penis's smooth muscle. When you're dehydrated, the fluid balance in and around your nerve cells is altered, which can slow down those impulses. The result is delayed arousal, a less spontaneous erection, or even difficulty maintaining it because the communication lines are lagging. Being well hydrated keeps the sodium-potassium pump in your nerve cells functioning efficiently, which is what allows signals to travel quickly and without distortion. Proper hydration is key for strong erections, as it contributes to a smooth, efficient sexual response, much like a high-speed internet connection versus a buffering video. Hydration also aids in the cellular production of nitric oxide, which is vital for turning nerve signals into an erection by signaling penile arteries to open. Combining consistent daily hydration with adequate electrolyte support and a diet rich in nitric oxide-boosting nutrients optimizes both the physical and functional aspects of your sexual system. Many men claim to drink enough water, but a closer look at their actual fluid intake often reveals a different story. Most of it is in the form of coffee, tea, soda, or even alcohol. While these drinks contain water, they also have compounds that can work against you. Coffee and black tea, for example, are mild diuretics. They stimulate your kidneys to flush out fluid faster, which means for every cup you drink, you might be losing more water than you think. Alcohol takes it a step further. It inhibits the hormone that helps your body retain water, leading to more frequent urination and, in turn, faster dehydration. The tricky part is that mild dehydration doesn't always feel dramatic. You might not be parched or dizzy, but your body can still be running at a deficit. One of the most reliable ways to check is by looking at your urine color. Pale straw yellow usually means you're well hydrated, but if it's consistently a darker yellow, your body is waving a quiet flag that it needs more fluids. Another sign many men ignore is that mid-afternoon slump, that heavy, sluggish feeling where your eyelids start to close. Often it's not just low energy or hunger, it's your body trying to conserve resources because your blood volume is slightly reduced. Dry mouth is an obvious red flag, but one of the lesser-known clues is muscle cramping, especially in the calves or thighs at night. You might chalk it up to aging or overuse, but cramps are often linked to both dehydration and low electrolytes like magnesium and potassium. Insufficient fluid intake can hinder muscle function, making them prone to cramping even at rest. A less obvious but significant indicator is a decrease in the strength or frequency of morning erections. This is because erections during the night and early morning are highly dependent on optimal blood flow and nerve signals. Dehydration can reduce the frequency and firmness of these erections without you realizing the cause. The true power lies in combining proper hydration with other performance-enhancing habits, which amplifies the benefits, much like upgrading both your engine and your fuel simultaneously. For example, circulation-friendly foods such as beets, spinach, berries, and salmon help keep your arteries supple, reduce inflammation, and elevate nitric oxide production, the very molecule responsible for relaxing and expanding your blood vessels. When your body is well hydrated, these nutrients can be delivered more efficiently to the tissues that need them, including those in your pelvic region. Physical activity is another ally. Even something as simple as a brisk 20-minute walk increases blood flow to the lower half of your body, improving nutrient delivery and waste removal from your muscles and erectile tissue. But here's the kicker. If you are dehydrated, that exercise benefit is cut short. Your blood is thicker, your heart works harder, and your muscles tire faster. Hydration ensures that the increased circulation from exercise actually reaches your pelvic muscles and erectile tissue in full force. And we can't forget about sleep because without quality rest, all of this effort starts to crumble. Consistent hydration throughout the day is crucial for optimal testosterone production and overall well-being, especially after 50. Dehydration disrupts deep sleep cycles during which most testosterone is generated. This can happen in two ways: increased awakenings, thirst, or an elevated heart rate due to the body compensating for lower blood volume can cause you to wake up more frequently. Nighttime urination. Poor hydration can lead to more frequent nighttime urination, further fragmenting deep sleep. These disruptions result in lower testosterone levels, poorer recovery, and reduced morning performance. Therefore, maintaining steady, consistent water intake throughout the day, rather than consuming large amounts at once, is key to supporting healthy testosterone levels and improving overall function. You're doing more than just quenching thirst. You're laying the groundwork for better circulation, stronger erections, and higher testosterone. Add in the right foods, regular activity, and quality sleep, and you have a powerful formula for not just better sexual health, but better overall vitality as you age. Gentlemen, I've seen men in their 50s, 60s, even 70s transform their intimacy and energy levels by making this one change. Water is not just about avoiding thirst, it's about fueling the very systems that make you feel alive, confident, and capable. When you hydrate consistently, you're giving your heart, your blood vessels, your nerves, and your hormones the conditions they need to perform at their best. So tomorrow morning, start with that glass of water, drink steadily through the day. And notice how over the next week or two, your energy rises, your mood lifts, and yes, your erections become more dependable. Small changes add up, and this one costs nothing, has no side effects and benefits. Your whole body, I'm Dr. Sophia Carter, and I believe your best years can still be ahead of you. It starts with caring for the basics, and in my book, water is as essential as it gets.